In the shadow of the great Barn family history, the TOEP had groomed Rudolph for a singular purpose, to secure the throne of Arcadina for Sebastian. As the new monarch William Barn rose to power, Rudolph arrived, cloaked in his role as a TOEP enforcer, carrying the cold weight of his master's dark design. Facing the demand for his abdication, William Barn laughed in the face of his would-be oppressor. He treated Rudolph's threats with the same casual ease one might accord to a passing street performer. The mockery broke Rudolph's composure. With a thunderous display of power, he shattered the table, issuing a guarantee that would paint the city walls with the blood of William Barn and his entire family. Instead of cowering, William Barn accepted the challenge. He turned the threat into his own guarantee, ordering his men to strike down the invaders as a battle ignited on the decks of the river ships. The battle turned intense as Rudolph unleashed his lightning illusion technique, his sword vibrating with a lethal, shimmering frequency that defied common defensive measures. A single slip brought William Barn within an inch of death. Rudolph's blade grazed him, a testament to the deadly precision of the techniques taught in Morgany. Sensing the tide, Rudolph attempted to bribe his way to safety, promising to spare William Barn's family if only he would concede. He underestimated the resolve of the man before him. With a cold, calculating mind, William Barn executed his trap. He exploited a gap in the deck, pinning Rudolph and rendering his overwhelming physical advantage useless. The tables turned as William Barn unleashed a flurry of decisive strikes, dislocating Rudolph's jaw and effectively ending the threat, silencing his arrogant demands forever. Back in the sanctuary of his domain, Landon, a man who had navigated the complex fate of transmigration to lead Baymard, was jolted from his sleep by the chaotic notifications of William Barn's struggle. The mission was clear. Landon, known as Landon Barn, and Josh navigated the dark waters to initiate their secret operations, posing as humble peasants to evade the watchful eyes of their enemies. As they approached the docks, they were forced to share the water with the fleet of Chariot and Java, a famous alchemist whose influence was felt even by those who sought to dismantle the existing power structures. Then came the man of the hour, Chariot and Java. Proud and disdainful, he made his entrance, unaware that his act of kindness toward the peasants was about to backfire on his own schemes. Mistaking Landon's team for mere runaway slaves, Chariot and Java saw an opportunity to satisfy his men. He offered to pay their docking fees, intending to use them as playthings for his returning forces. But Landon had other plans. With an academy-worthy performance, he rejected the offer, successfully baiting Chariot and Java into a persistent, suspicious pursuit while shielding his real identity. As he retreated, Landon recognized the weaponry, the lethal Modau. He realized the hidden depths of danger within these lands and the necessity of extreme vigilance for the mission ahead. With their disguises refreshed and their senses sharpened, the group prepared for the final phase. They had to vanish before the city's curfew and infiltrate the heart of the city lord's estate. Unbeknownst to all, Chariot and Java was merely a pawn in a greater game. As he plotted to use the peasants for his men's debauchery, he was actually facilitating a theft for his secret master. The web of intrigue deepened. Chariot and Java was not just a greedy noble. He was a triple agent, orchestrating distractions to steal a restricted alchemical text from the vault while others chased shadows. Chaos erupted at the palace as the city lord Mervyn was intercepted by his demanding wife, further distracting the security forces and clearing the path for the hidden operatives. With his eyes fixed on his goal, Landon received a new imperative from the system: dismantle the entire slave-trading syndicate of Castello Basanta before the wedding could be tainted. Meanwhile, in the distant Dayforus, the young monarch Henry prepared to receive the very woman who had once tormented him, Ashenara. Calculating and vain, Ashenara believed she could manipulate Henry just as she once did. She entered his court with the weight of her family's hidden rebellion behind her. She groveled, weaving a tale of a changed woman, blaming Ulrich Tudor for her past sins. She sought to exploit Henry's mercy for her own grand, vengeful agenda. Henry watched her performance. Having grown in the shadow of Baymard's wisdom, he weighed her sincerity against the history of her cruelty, wary of the viper at his feet. Granting her forgiveness, Henry unknowingly allowed her to set the first stone of her scheme. But little did she know, the game was far from decided in her favor.